We want to specifically thank our major donors. The state of Michigan was wonderful to us. Mrs. Kathy Claypool, wave Mrs. Kathy Claypool. She was our lead donor, and she was the one that made me believe we could really get here. So thank you. We'd also like to thank the DART Foundation, the Delta Dental Foundation, and the Glasson Foundation for their incredible support. Without you, none of this would have happened. So it's been pretty spectacular. Equally as important are all donors who gave at any level or asked their friends to give or anything. Like anything that you did to help make this project come to fruition is just greatly appreciated. Without you, this facility wouldn't have happened. And because of you, we're excited to announce the doors are open. So I hope you all are excited about it as well. So this animal health facility, I know a lot of you are aware, but some may not be. This is really going to allow us to continue to provide the highest level of care for our animals. And Dr. Ronan can speak to that in a more in-depth way. But we've always provided the best care we possibly could. We had outgrown our previous facility. We're going from around 900 square feet to around 6,000 square feet. So this is a huge, huge transition for Potter Park Zoo. It's also going to help us maintain accreditation with the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, which is very important in maintaining like the highest level of care that we can to our animals and to our zoo. If you decide to participate in the tours, you'll get to see, we have a surgical suite, we have a treatment room, we have a laboratory, we have animal holding that is entirely different than anything we've ever had before. We have a necropsy area, we have a different way to get animals into the zoo, and all of those things were in one room before. So you'll find it very interesting to see that that's no longer the case. So this really does raise the bar on animal health and welfare and education at Potter Park Zoo. Because another thing you'll see is we have these windows. So the public will be able to see the procedures that we're conducting, and the camera points actually from the lights, so they'll be able to see the work that Dr. Rumman and the veterinary technicians and all the other people that may be working on animals here, you'll be able to see exactly what they're doing. So that's a pretty exciting opportunity for our STEM efforts, our K-12 students, our MSU students who aren't actually in the room. So it really does change our capacity to educate about the care that these animals get. So we're really humbled by the support that we've received from the community, and I'm humbled by the attendance at this event. It's a little bit chilly today, so thank you all for coming. And now I'd like to introduce Ingham County Board of Commissioner Chair, Ryan Siebel.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you all for being here. I did want to take a moment that I've got a few of my fellow commissioners here that I wanted to recognize. I've got Commissioners Morgan, Pena, and Lawrence here, so thank you all for being here. And then because she's sitting in the front row, and I think she's fabulous, I want to make sure to recognize State Senator Sarah Anthony, and really appreciate all the wonderful work she does for our communities on the Senate Appropriations Committee. Thank you, Senator. So Potter Park Zoo has long been a key destination in the community. For more than 100 years, has contributed to the greater Lansing area, making it a place where families want to work, live, and play. The zoo has been managed by Ingham County since 2007, and in that time there have been many achievements in advancing modern zoological practices, with the animal health care facility being the most significant. And really, when you get the tours, I can't overstate how wonderful it is in there. It's really state-of-the-art and very, very impressive, and we're lucky to have something like this in our community. The goal of the animal health facility is first and foremost to help us continue to provide the highest level of animal care, while contributing to the research that benefits the health of the unique species living in the zoo and in the wild. But another very impactful benefit of this facility is the public-facing aspect that will allow the zoo guests and those participating in the educational programs to get an up-close and personal opportunity to understand the high level of care provided to each and every day at Potter Park Zoo. And I do think that's going to be a really special feature of this and a new benefit for the community to understand and be able to observe. I'm looking forward to coming back and participating in that. And so speaking on behalf of the Ingham County Board of Commissioners, we are proud to have this unique resource like the zoo and the success of this project. And we look forward to hearing about the many successes that will be possible because of this facility. So thank you all for being here. I'm going to call up State Representative Kara Hope to join me for the presentation. And actually, Cindy and Amy, if you'd like to come up with us too.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. I love the zoo. And I'm happy to be here to present this tribute in honor of the grand opening of the animal care facility. And I'm glad that Senator Anthony got a shout out. She's our appropriations chair. She's the money lady. And she's, she and I have been good advocates for the zoo and the legislature to help get renovations to primate and feline building, and now this. It's very exciting. I have this tribute on behalf of myself, Emily Devendorf, who is the state rep for this area, Senator Anthony, and the governor and lieutenant governor. I'd like to present you with this tribute.
And next up is Lansing Mayor Andy Shore.
Welcome, everybody. What a beautiful day in Lansing. To the money lady, thank you very much. We all have a new name for our wonderful senator. And I'd like to actually recognize my wife, who's also here, Erin Shore, who's also fabulous. Thank you, Ryan. She was on the board, the zoo board for many years. This is really exciting. As I think back about all the achievements of our zoo, we love having a zoo here in Lansing. This is a huge point of pride for us. And I was on the county commission. And when you look around, Representative Hope was on the county commission. Senator Anthony was on the county commission. It's a great place to really learn our community. And when I was in the county commission, we worked with the city to make this a regional facility with a millage, and the voters of Ingham County supported that. We were afraid at the time of a death by 1,000 cuts, and we really were able to re-energize the zoo. When I was in the State House, I remember sitting with Amy as the AZA came in and were recertifying, and we were meeting with them and showing them the incredible things, and she talked about all the incredible things coming. So when we did the groundbreaking, when we did the tour, and you were able to see this facility for not just our young people, but for everyone, and as an attraction to our city. My mother-in-law, my wife is from Mount Pleasant, my mother-in-law and father, she was a teacher up in St. Louis. They would come down to the zoo and they would bring their students and the parents. And it was great because they could come to the zoo and see things, and then they would go, eat lunch and spend time in our city. This is an attraction for our city. It's an asset. It's an anchor. And the more that we do, that we're able to do, such as this facility. Again, I love the windows where you can look in and you can see what's going on with our animals. I also love that they have curtains and things, because there are certainly sensitive times with animals. So they have really thought of everything. So I want to thank the zoo staff, Amy and your staff. I want to thank the folks who raised the money for this and who contributed, from the state to the privates to the board who worked on this. This is truly an exciting day as we continue to add more incredible things to Lansing. I feel like I'm stealing Julie's speech. Sorry, Julie. But thank you all for coming, and thank you all for help to get this done. It's truly amazing, and as mayor, I'm tremendously proud to be the mayor of this city once again. Thank you.
I had to end that one.
And next up is the Potter Park Zoo Advisory Board Chair, Cheryl Bergman.
Hi, everybody. This is so exciting. I just got a tour. I hope you all get to stick around and take a tour. It's incredible. And I gotta say, it was about 2018 when the advisory board really started to say, we gotta do this, we need to do this, and started talking about it. And really, honestly, you throw a pandemic in there, it hasn't been that long And I have to say, it is due to Cindy Wagner and her incredible leadership and her team at the zoo, Dr. Ronan, Brian, Pat, the whole zoo team. Not only are they running a zoo, but they've managed this construction. Also, all the new paths got laid. They're beautiful too. And now they're working on an upgraded primate and big cat exhibit. So stay tuned. We'll have the groundbreaking for that one soon. And thank you, Senator Anthony. And I also have to recognize the Zoo Society Board and Amy Morris and the whole team, and with Julie's leadership with the Society Board. Incredible fundraising efforts, amazing. So, I just want to say thanks and how proud I am to be a part of this. And I'd like to recognize any of the advisory board members who are here. I think Kyle and Mary are back there. Did I miss anybody? Thank you for your work too. Thanks everybody, have fun touring.
I didn't do anything. It's you, Julie.
Just speak loud.
Is this like a mic drop?
That's right. Cheryl's like, that's it. That's all.
Thanks. That was a big introduction for Julie. So,
Suspense is
yeah,
killing
that's it. So, Julie is the Powder Park Zoological Society board chair, and here she is.
Well, thank you, everybody. A few of us were reminiscing earlier about the groundbreaking for this event over there. I think it was 100 degrees, I'm not sure. So this is a much better atmosphere and ways to celebrate this really great project for our community. This zoo is groundbreaking in so many ways, and not only with shovels, but also with the programming and the conservation efforts that they do. They've got the Big Zoo lesson, bringing in so many children to learn about conservation zoos. The Zoo in Your Neighborhood program, which allows our community to come in and participate. The Falconers program, which allows those who might not be able to come at certain times when the zoo's open, but to be here and participate. So this is just another step in what Potter Park Zoo is bringing to our community in a very groundbreaking way. So I'm all about groundbreakings today, but let's cut a ribbon too, right? I want to thank also the Society Board. There's a few here. I know I see Megan over there, a few others in the back. So thank you for being here. It has been a long lot of conversations, and you can't believe that the work that the Society has done related to scrimping the juice out of every single penny that was donated. It was really, plans started out really big. They had to get a little bit conservative, but the work is still going to be very top notch here and really be an asset to the zoo and the way that we care for animals here. So some of the equipment you might not even know is a little bit donated. So, used, but I'm not going to give all the secrets away, but you will never know because the team did such a good job in repurposing and finding things that can make this the top-notch facility. It's also Amy Morris Hall's leadership has been sleepless nights and lots of ways to find all these pennies to add up to what needs to be spent on this facility. So thanks to all the county commissioners who supported this project. Thank you to Senator Anthony, because everyone else did, so I feel like I must as well. But also to Christy James, because she's been our partner, and she's a volunteer here, so she gets a shout out as well. So thank you for being here. And I think I'm in between you and some really cool updates from Dr. Ronan. So he's going to really say how this facility is going to be used, how it's going to be an asset to the community, bring new people to our community, and really enhance all that we're able to do here. So thank you. I'm glad to participate today, and I can just introduce Dr. Ronan.
Good morning. First, I want to say thank you for everyone for coming here. It's very, very exciting. I'm very, very excited today. I came to the zoo in 2018 with the goal to build this hospital. I came here really with that in mind, and we sort of had a twofold goal. We wanted to build a space that would increase educational opportunities for pre-college, college, veterinary, and postdoctoral students. The zoo has a more than 50-year history of collaboration with Michigan State College of Veterinary Medicine. We work frequently with their many domestic animal veterinary specialists, which really has resulted in really great care for the animals here. So we wanted to build a facility where when these specialists come, they would feel more comfortable and it'd be easier to work with. The previous facility was very, very small. Sometimes we'd have 25 students, all the veterinary staff, and a big tiger in there, and you'd be crawling over tables, and it was you'd be bumping your heads, and it was a challenging place to work. This is so much better. I can't really even quantify how much better it is. It's really, we're very excited. In addition, we've been working with MSU CVM for many years, and we've been able to do way above and beyond the level of research for a zoo our size. And this facility is just going to help with that collaboration. The new -80 freezers in the lab allows us to participate in many more studies. These were donated from Thermo Fisher. Again, little things like that, maybe most people won't see as exciting. We have it full of penguin samples from penguins all over the U.S. so we can participate in a study. So I'm very, very excited about that, and I may talk about that if I meet you, about the research opportunities that it's affording. But our last facility didn't have that, and there's little things like that that just allow us to go from not being able to participate in a study to now being able to participate in a study. So again, why am I so excited about freezers? It's really the research and the way that we can help improve all of the animal health for all the zoos and wildlife because we have these new facilities. The second goal was to build a space where the public could see the world-class veterinary care that we provide the animals at the zoo. And this isn't just veterinary care for me. It's because we have this wonderful collaboration with Michigan State College of Veterinary Medicine. Many of my colleagues are here, from Dr. Chris Thibault, who's an anesthesiologist who comes and helps in complicated cases, to Dr. Dalen, who's a pathologist who helps us with when animals die, so we figure out why they died. Dr. Turner, who's an equine specialist, a dentist specialist who comes and deals with complicated cases, and there's many more. And this space is going to just make that collaboration so much easier. And again, the public is going to be able to see that through these large windows, the cameras. It's very exciting. We want to be transparent and tell this story. People want to know about the care that the animals are getting, and they get great care. So I'm really excited about that, and I think we really succeeded with these goals. Again, I'm going to thank people because I'm really grateful for the help with this project. Again, Cindy Wagner, the zoo director, was a wonderful boss to work with and a great partner for this project. Brian Fisher, the deputy director, came onto the project. I didn't really know who he was. He was a godsend, really. I mean, the knowledge he has in building things was invaluable. I don't know how many times I asked him, what are they talking about during different meetings? Because just like every specialty, there's acronyms, and I'd be like, I don't know what they're talking about right now, and he'd, break it down for me. Amy Morris, the Zoo Society Director. Again, this was a massive project, probably one of the biggest projects we've done at the zoo, and it was very daunting, and you did an excellent job, and I really appreciate all the help. It was fun to go and talk to people and delve a little bit into the fundraising with you, and you helped me with that, and I really appreciate that. Pat Fountain, the animal care supervisor, and the rest of the zoo staff really helped on this project. We tried to get input from all the staff as much as possible. So I just want to thank you guys for all your tireless work. I'm really proud of this new building. I want to thank the team members from the Kramer Group, who are the owner's rep for this project, who helped. Tom Stanley, Russ Burt, Pete Kramer. Thanks for, again, help with this project. And I really want to thank the team members from the DeMaria Group that helped with this project. Again, I had drawn plans that I went to the architect and said, this is what I want, and they were able to help create that vision. And it was, a lot of times they're like, well, I want it here, and they're like, well, you really can't do that due to code and things like that, and I really appreciate the help walking through this whole process. Eric Winquest, Alan Foote, Adam Schultz, and Scott Liebenthal. Again, thank you for this help. I think you guys did an excellent, amazing job, and it was great to work with you guys. I want to thank Ingham County and the state of Michigan for your support on this project. Yeah, we couldn't have done it without your guys' help. So again, thank you. Again, Potter Park is a small zoo, but we're a great zoo, and we really appreciate this. This is not just an animal hospital. It's a type of exhibit in some sense. The public is going to come here and see about what we're doing, so I'm very excited. Lastly, I want to thank the donors. Again, without your support, we couldn't have done this project. I want to thank the Glasson Foundation, the Dart Foundation, Mrs. Claypool. I met Mrs. Claypool the first time doing a rhino exam, and she came in. Nobody told me she was going to come in, and this little lady was popping around as we had an anesthetized rhino, and it was a great introduction. And I really appreciate all your support. And after that, I always knew, and she's been an incredible supporter for the zoo. And again, so I just want to thank everyone for the incredible support in this project. I'm really excited to meet everyone when you come to the hospital. I'm happy to answer any questions. And again, I want to thank everyone for coming today.
So with that, thanks to everyone for coming. We are going to cut the ribbon very soon, and then we'd like to set up pictures for those who want them, whether it's groups of donors or groups of veterinarians or whatever groups would like to have photos taken. We'll be happy to do that. We'll be doing tours, so we're going to have different people stationed throughout the facility so that you can walk through and understand what each of the rooms is intended for. And the safari room will still have the snacks that were there before. And the fire alarm's not on. No more bacon cooking, so if you like bacon, that might be the end. So give me just a second and we'll get set up with the ribbon cutting. And thanks to everybody. It's going to take us just a second.
Share all the incredible work you do. I love doing it. Yes, guys, we'll make sure we do it. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny.
I will. Walk out. Ready? Run it. We're gonna go. 5, 4, 3, 2, go.